If I say fuck, is it shocking, vulgar, obscene, or dirty for you? What's the difference between the word fuck and fun? Have you ever challenged your own beliefs? When was the last time you questioned yourself? Have you ever acknowledged some of your views don't make sense anymore? They are outdated. Are you still carrying certain assumptions, beliefs, or misinformation passed from generations to generations? We do many things in the name of religion, social customs, rituals, or just mere habit. People kill people in the name of religion. Believe our God is better than others, our culture is better than others, our race is better than others. Are you stuck in your own thinking and not able to reprogram it? Do you justify your actions in the name of faith and never question them? Are you slave of your own thinking? Take a few minutes and think about it.
Aajir, man. Yes. Aajir, man. Bonded, me. Yes. Bonded, me. Aajir, man. Yes. Aajir, man. Bonded, me. Yes. Bonded, me. Aajir, forever so, and not for much, for coins a few generations for, pay the sahib, for clothes and more. Question none, I wish for non-existent, for freedom, thoughts, any fun. So bonded is my every breath, every dream, and every step. So bonded is my fantasy, snatched away by the prophecy. Aajir bond that God signed so fast, midst of famine, generations past. Soul were they as slaves forever, and so was I, never free, ever. Never free, ever. Aajir, man. Yes. Aajir, man. Bonded, me. Yes. Bonded.
I am an Aajir. I am a slave. And this is my story. Hundreds of years ago, in the deep dark past, there was a terrible famine in my village and all the neighboring villages. And then, hundreds of years ago, Saiban, when torrid drought consumed it all, when all the crops and all the grains dried up in the fields to the farmer's pain, when corn of wheat stood shrouded in husk, and parched was earth at dawn and dusk, of hunger and despair, scores started to die. No one cared for their silent cries. When soil so barren couldn't sprout up a seed, no rice, no millet, not a sight of wheat. When hundreds cried and hundreds died, one granary was where all the rice piled. To Ravan Shunri, that granary belonged, hidden from mice and souls that long. A time came when Golok could take it no more. My forefather was he, but proud no more. His spirits were torn, his eyes were dim, a hungry body with tired limbs. to save his misery and of his wife, Gerabi, she was called. All her life, he sold himself and his wife. Liberty echoed in his silent cries. He gave up his dignity, his wife, and promised his descendants to Shundri's tribe. All at once, Golakpura was a slave forever, and so were his descendants born, if ever. Sahiban Karadan, watch how a man is born as a slave, becomes a slave since his birth, and stays a slave until he dies. Then allow me to be my forefather, Golakpura. Sahiban Karzan, suno. Would there be anyone that would buy both me and my wife? Buy both husband and wife? Come here, Gerabi.
You low lives. Are you selling yourself?
Yes, Sahib, indeed. But who's there to buy us?
I'll buy you.
Will you? That would be a great relief.
Whatever. I have the bond written out and all the witnesses are here.
We'll be your slaves, both me and my wife. But what about our children?
They'll be my slaves too.
And what about my children's children and all their descendants?
I'll buy you and all your future generations. They will all be my slave.
You are so kind, oh so kind, Sahiban. In times of famine, you are a shining star. You've taken away the greatest stress of my life by buying both me and my wife.
We will never have to worry about roof again. Water, clothing, food or grain. You are so kind, Sahiban. In the times of famine, you are a shining star.
But if I may respectfully ask, what would be the price for this task?
100 coins.
That won't do. That won't do.
150 coins.
That won't do. That won't do.
Take it or leave it, bastards. The most I'll give you is 300 coins. Have you ever seen 300 coins in your life? Do you even know what 300 coins is worth?
300 coins.
300 coins.
300 coins.
It is a lot of money, Gerabi. The Sahib's going to buy us for 300 coins. Did you hear that, you worthless lowlife? While the famine's blowing the horn of doom and bringing death all around, I will have my 300 coins. For generations, my people will have roof over their heads, clothes for their bodies, and rice for their stomachs. We won't be begging half naked for dry, crusty bread set aside for cows, while you can go and live your miserable lives. Please bring the Aajir bond, Sahib.
Of course. You.
Everyone, listen. Golak and Gairadi, listen. His Highness, the great Ravan Chundri.
Sahib, let us present ourselves. I, Golak Kura, son of deceased Chetan Kura, from village of Ayodhya, hereby declare
that I and my wife Gerabi hereby enter into this contract for perpetual slavery, binding two of us to serve you and your family unto death,
and binding our descendants for the price of 300 coins, for which we have voluntarily sold ourselves and our future generations to you in exchange of you and your descendants taking care of us.
Dated the 8th day of July 1877 and agreed upon by the slave Dame Gairadi and accepted by Golakpura.
And so it's done.
So am I a slave now, Sahib and Aajir?
You just signed an Aajir bond. Of course you're a slave. Now come with me. There's a lot of work in the fields and at home.
Why don't you go, Sahib, and allow us to have some fun with your new slave, Golakpura?
But don't take too long. I have not wasted my 300 coins on these bastards for you to have fun. You.
Eh? Aajir you, yes, Aajir you, bonded you, oh, bonded you, born a slave and live as such, forever sold and not for much.
For coins so few and generations for, obey the Sahib for growth and more.
Question none and wish for none, for freedom thoughts are very fun.
So bonded is your every breath, every dream and every step.
Aajir's born got signed so fast in the midst of famine by generations past.
And so were they as slaves forever.
And soul were you, can never be free ever. Aajir you, yes, Aajir you, bonded you, oh, bonded you.
You sold your descendants for 300 coins.
Yes. What choice did I have? They'll be drought every year. There'll be famine every year. This way, at least they will have food and shelter. Yes, I've bound my descendant fate for their own benefit. I have become a slave, and so have they.
I have become a slave.
Why are you making fun of us? Me and my wife have made the right decision. We are 300 coins richer, have a house to stay, and food for our stomachs. Our children will thank us for this.
Everyone listen. Just look at this man. Born in a land of famine, nurtured by famine. Golakura and Gairabi are so scared of famine that they have now decided to doom themselves and their descendants for the lives of slaves. Huh?
For the life of slaves.
And now, 4 generations later,
Rajo! Hey, Rajo! Get my clothes and something to eat. Uff. I have to go out. Rajo! Damn, that fucker's body is strong as a fucking horse. I've beaten him so much that my hands are hurting now. Rajo! Oh.
Here you go.
Oh.
Anything else? Were you beating Mukti again?
I had to.
Why? What has he done now?
What has he done now? He has lost his mind. Why does he forget that he's a slave? An Aajir, his forefathers sold him to me. He even dreams of getting married.
Who's thinking of marrying? That slave Mukti. Really?
Who else? And he even fantasizes about raising his own children. Now you tell me, who is going to give their daughter's hand in marriage to a slave?
But don't you have his destiny in your hands and his Aajir's bond locked up in your safe box?
Safe box? Hey Rajo, what have you got to do with my safe box? Do you mess with it when I'm not around?
What if I do? What are you going to do if I mess with your safe box when you're not around? Beat me up.
No.
I'm not Paro, that whore of yours that you can beat up anytime you please. I am Rajjo Sahiba, the mistress of this household, and wife to great Babu Shunri.
Rajjo.
You cannot even lay a finger on me. Forget about beating me up.
Rajo!
And this chivalry of yours, you can only show in front of Paro, not me. Don't you forget that.
Why? Why do you have to take the name of that whore? All these years we have been married. Ma Shamshan Kali has been asking you to have a clear mind with clean thoughts. Only then you can bear a child. But you have to utter the name of that whore.
It's you whose day isn't complete unless you have visited that whore. And you're asking me to keep my thoughts clean. What hypocrisy.
What's that to you? What's that to you? Do you really want to know why I visit that whore every day? Because she is a complete woman. She knows how to treat her man. She knows how to respect you. She knows how to love me. She knows how to please me and seduce me. Unlike you, all you know is to nag, nag, and nag.
What's that to me? What's that to me? I only wonder.
And then when I come back, I feel like loving you, helping you to conceive our child, but you, all you know is to nag, nag.
You are an opportunistic rascal and you know that.
What?
All you know is how to bribe people just to get away. How to buy people with your money and make them your slaves.
What?
You hold Mukti here with his Aajir's bond in your safe box so that he doesn't run away.
So what?
You bribe my parents with jewelry and a meager piece of land so that they won't resist you. You lured me with the promise of giving me a son so that I would marry you, even though I didn't wish to.
Really?
All you know is how to manipulate people for your gains and enslave them to their own circumstances. Then once your manipulation is complete, you leave us here alone to rot and go to that prostitute Paro's house to warm her bed, buy her pleasures for yourself. You are nothing but a two-timing slimy dog.
What? What the hell are you talking about? All you wanted is to marry me and be the mistress of this house. If I, Babu Shundri, had not married you, you would have been married to a poor laborer like Bhukti's forefathers and would have been sold as a slave to someone. I married you, made you the mistress of this house, made you respectable in the eyes of the villagers, saved your ass. And now at least your family has a land to grow grains and survive your long. But you? What have you given me, huh? Not even a son.
A son? A son from you? You still believe it's possible?
Why not?
Then why did your first two wives die without a child? Why have I been waiting over 10 years to have a child with you? Why have the prime years of my youth just dwindled away childless? Huh? Why did you destroy the life of a young innocent girl? Why did you marry me? Why did you marry anyone at all? You can never comprehend the tenderness of a woman's love, her passions, her desires, the fire that burns in her, the fire that burns her entire body in a rapturous elation. The woman in me wants to be loved, to be touched, to be seduced, and surrender to that rapturous elation of love nirvana. But you don't feel a thing. Me, my body, my passions, do they even mean anything to you? Do you even realize that a woman can also lust for a man, for the fulfillment of her body, her soul? Or am I just a mere object that one day will give you a son, as Ma Shamshan Kali had predicted? What does that bitch know anyways? You who cannot even satisfy a woman, how can you even give her a son?
Raju, calm down. You will have a son. Trust me, you will have a son. Otherwise, this will all be useless. All this money that I've stolen from the authorities, the last penny that I've squeezed from the sweat of a poor farm laborer. I'll buy a few more slaves so that my sons can live a luxurious life and they don't have to work hard like me. Thanks to my forefathers' foresight. So that they bought Mukti's forefathers. And that's why I could afford slaves like Mukti, Becher and you. Now you tell me who's going to feed off it if I don't have a son. It's all going to be waste, Rajo. It's all going to be waste. What's so funny?
You will have a son. Not one, but 10 of them. Why don't you go do your work and let me do mine?
Do your work? What do you do all day, huh? Sitting at home, doing nothing. That is exactly why you cannot bear a child. I am leaving. But you better watch out. I've seen your eyes wander.
How is that even possible with your slave watching me all day long?
Joe, these are dark times. One hand cannot trust the other. And just because that slave's destiny is in my hands, I can trust him and leave you at his charge.
So you trust your slave more than your beloved wife. Your beloved Raju, do you?
Rajo. Trust me. The astrologer and Ma Shamshan Kali both cannot be wrong. You will have a son, not one, but 4 of them. And right here in the backyard, I'll be the labor room for you. I'll get Vidya, my cousin, to come from the village to take care of you. And then we, the midwife, will deliver our child, and I will reward her with a silver nose ring. I'll get dancers from Purulia. This will be one of the biggest celebrations in the village since my birth. And you, Rajo Sahiba, will dance with me like Paro dance. Come on.
Why don't you leave me alone and go dance with your Paro, huh?
That's exactly where I'm going. At least I'll get some respect there.
Huh.
You are worthless. I don't even feel like touching you anymore. Believe me, Ma Shamshan Kali and the astrologer both cannot be wrong.
All I know is I don't want to waste any more time talking to you. I have so much to do, and by beating Mukti, you have just added to my troubles. He's a gem of a boy, helps me so much. But now I have to take care of all the afternoon chores by myself.
I don't have time for all this nonsense of yours.
Neither do I.
I am leaving. But when Bechen comes, tell him to massage Mukti with some hot oil. I might have beaten him too hard today.
Where is my song? Where is my dance? Why do I stay stuck in my circumstance? I want to be free of all that haunts me, searching for the one that can set my soul free. Crushed are the dreams that I ever sought. What do I do with the hurt it has brought? Am I wrong to seek the forbidden and fulfill the cravings that I have kept hidden? I want passion for my lonely nights, the carnal desire that my body fights. Why can't he realize this much? I crave for the magic of his loving touch. Mistress of this household with riches and lots, still bonded from the freedom of feelings or thoughts. Am I wrong to seek the forbidden and fulfill the cravings that I have kept hidden? Mukti? Is that you, Mukti? Where did he hurt you, my child?
I just mentioned marrying and he beat me up.
Who would give you a vain marriage unless it's me? Come, sit by me.
No,
Come on, don't be shy.
no, I look at you as a mother.
Why don't you come closer to me?
I'm afraid if I come closer to you, you'll no longer be like a mother to me.
Why is that? What do you feel then?
My body goes up in flames. I feel I'm on fire.
What about mine? It's burning all the time.
I prayed to God and I prayed hard. I asked why I have feelings for my sahib's wife, the lady of the house. I even asked Ma Shamshan Kali why my body burns with passion whenever I come close to her. She told me, son, if you have an ounce of sin within you, you should bring devotion to your mind and put out the fire of lust with holy water. Haven't you seen how sinless devotees walk on fire in honor of Lord Shiva?
Mukti, Mukti, Mukti. Let me massage you with hot oil. Come. You know, my body is carrying a baggage of sickness. My soul is carrying a burden of sin. I'm bonded by social norms and rituals, enslaved by my circumstances. Yes, I'm a slave. I'm a slave in mind and soul. You, on the other hand, are a slave in flesh and blood, bought and sold with money. But we are both slaves nonetheless. We are both slaves, destined to serve our master's wishes unless we die.
But how?
You won't understand. If only you could understand, at least my physical sickness would have cured. My body would have healed. My hunger would have satisfied, and my thirst would have quenched.
Sahib beats me up all the time. My forefathers will burn in hell forever for selling their lineage for a handful of coins.
I can feel your pain.
Can you?
Yes, because I feel it too.
How would I know? Just a slave. No one would marry me.
I will get you married. Yes, you will get married. You know how? The wives of the village will shower you with marigold petals. They'll sing beautiful wedding songs. They'll put on shiny clothes on you. They'll decorate your body with sandalwood paste. And the aromatic fragrance will excite your senses. That's how they all get married in the village. But for me, it was an arrangement of bribery and scheming. No marigold petals, no shiny clothes, no aromatic fragrance, no. I had none of these at my wedding. Babu Shunri bought me in lieu of jewelry, coins, and a meager piece of land for that old man I called my father. Passed. My mother fell to the ground. She wept, she pleaded. She begged to spare her young daughter's life, but he didn't care. He did not listen. Greed overtook him. He sold me like a slave. Sold me forever, sold me for life. For mere gifts. I was never truly married. I never truly became a bride. That young innocent Rajo, with her dreams of finding love one day, her dreams of finding her knight in shining armor, became the wife of Babu Shunri. Mistress of this household, but forever hungry for love, forever hungry for the fulfillment of her body and her soul, a slave. But I'll get you married. Oh, can you imagine what kind of bride I'll choose for you?
What kind?
A woman like me.
A woman like you?
A sexy woman. A sensuous woman. A woman who can cool the fire of passion burning in your strong, youthful body.
Like you?
Just like me. You wouldn't be satisfied with anything less. Now, would you?
A sensuous woman?
Yes, Mukti, a woman like me who can satisfy you. By the way, do you know that the gypsies are in the village?
I do. They sell and brew liquor, and my Sahib's business suffers. He said he'll alert the police to drive them away.
They also brew magic potions.
Potions for what?
All sorts of potions. Potions to bring to you whoever you desire. Potions to cool the fire burning in you. Potions to make you strong. Potions to make you heal. Potions to find stolen things and many such things.
Is that so? All that I know is that they sell handicrafts and baskets, brew liquor, and the Banjaran sings and dances all day long.
Bring that Banjaran to me one day.
Why?
I would like to buy a potion from her.
Potion for what?
Potion to disillusion your Sahib, so that one day when that bastard leaves for work, he forgets to take the keys to his safe box with him. Then I will steal the Aajir's barn and give it back to you.
Will you?
Yes, I will.
The Aajir's barn? I will tear it into pieces and scatter them into the winds. Then I'll be a free man. I'll marry the Banjaran, the gypsy girl I love. I'll be free to choose. I'll be a slave no more.
Free like the wind, I move through velvet lands, with dance in my steps and a sensuous dance. I'm a child of love, rhythm, frolic, and fun. My laughter is made of both moon and sun. My face is freedom and my soul is wild. Banjan is my name with spirit of a child. The villagers call me an ignorant gypsy. Crazy, fearless, free and tipsy. They drive me away from their land, afraid of everything for which I stand. They're afraid of me and my fearless soul, weary of my power to break all control. Enchantress I am, beautiful and bright, can steal your soul with my inner light. I have the power to heal and soothe all hurt, and magic potions to love or flirt. I love all creatures, wind and the sky. No one can bind me, even if they try. My face is freedom and my soul is wild. Banjaran is my name with spirit of a child. So, lover boy, I've been noticing you've been chasing me for several days. Are you dreaming of becoming one of us? A vagabond, an enchanter like us? Have you forgotten that you are a slave? Even though you call yourself Mukti, you're far from being a free soul. You've been sold as a slave from your birth and will be a slave until you die.
Take me away with you.
Where?
Wherever you like.
Wherever?
I'll come with you, I swear.
Why are they driving us away from the village?
There's no water here. Ma Shamshan Kali has to bring the water down. There's going to be a secret ceremony. The charms don't work if there's any outsider around.
Ceremony? What's the ceremony?
It's a celebration full of fun and frolic. That prostitute Paro will lead the celebration. Have you seen her?
Of course. She's one of my customers. I give her potion to heal her soreness. To at least bring some physical healing.
What kind of potion did you give to my sahib's wife?
Potion? Ah, the potion. She'll tame you one day and she'll bear your son.
Stop.
That's what potion is for.
Stop it. We are like mother and son. She can never be my lover.
She is fallen for you.
Stop it.
One day she will carry your child.
I won't listen to that. It's insane, impossible, unreal.
Or else she'll have you killed. That sensuous woman craves for your youth. She desires your manly body.
But who wants her? I want you.
Really? So what are you going to do about it?
Take me away with you.
Where can I go with a slave? Wherever you go, they'll drag you back and kill you for breaking the Aajir bond.
You have driven me crazy with love. My mistress massages me, brushes against me, touches me with desire. It makes me burn with craving. I long for loving agony, a sweet fulfillment. But then I see you and go crazy for you. Why do I go crazy for you?
A slave with feelings? Now that's crazy. Are you even free to feel?
I'll give you love. I'll take care of you. He'll give offerings to the temple and pay homage to my forefathers.
What will you eat? How will you survive?
I have a plan. I can steal all the money in my sahib's brewery. He doesn't even give any of it to his wife. Trust me with that money. I can steal all that money for us.
How much is it?
100 coins, 200, more maybe. I bet you haven't seen so much money in your life.
So you will steal the money. And then?
Yes, tonight, when that prostitute Paro will perform the ritual. It is the darkest night of the year. There'll be no one on streets. It is perfect for us to run without being seen or caught.
Then?
Then you'll go to Manik Babu's farm. Wait for me there. I'll bring the money, meet you there, and then we'll run away.
Tonight?
Yes, tonight. Come, let's go.
Free like the wind, I move through velvet lands, with dance in my steps, and a sensuous dance. I'm a child of love, rhythm, frolic, and fun. My laughter is made of hope, moon, and sun. My face is freedom, and my soul is wild. Tanjana is my name, with spirit of a child. Forest is my home of lace and flower. Whispers of wind set my songs on fire. The villagers call me an ignorant gypsy. Crazy, fearless, free, and gypsy. They drive me away from their land. Afraid of everything for which I stand. They're afraid of me and my fearless soul. Weary of my power to break all you have told. Enchantress I am, beautiful and bright. Can steal your soul with my inner light. I have the power to heal and soothe all hurt. And magic potions to love or blood. I love all creatures, wind and sky. No one can bind me, even if they try. My face is freedom and my soul is wild. Tanjana is my name, the spirit of the child.
O Ma Shamshan Kali, have mercy on me. I have to fast today, without food and water. Then roam through the village bare feet all night until the evening star crosses over to the other end of the sky. Why? Why? I can't bear it any longer. The bastards knew what I would have to go through tonight. Yet they had showed no mercy last night and bruised me all over. Isn't a prostitute's body human body after all? You bastards! You had to tear me apart. And then expect me to fast for you to please the rain god, to bless this famine-infested land. It's for your benefit that I have to perform the entire ritual without fail. Why do you inflict so much pain and hurt me? Why do I have no choice? Why couldn't I say no? Why can't I refuse you bastards even for one night? Ah! What hypocrisy! The very filthy and dirty horde that the entire village despises will bring them the rain, the harvest of prosperity. The very bonded and helpless souls will bring them freedom from their miseries. Oh, Ma Shamshan Kali, give me some strength so I can finish this prayer before dawn. Hey merciful, hey Lord of Rain, you understand all my pain. Soils parched in grateful drought, fields are dying in dusty shroud. Don't let my prayer go in vain. Have some mercy, bring us rain. Although my soul is shattered through, my naked skin is tattered too. Don't let my prayer go in vain. Have some mercy, bring us rain. Oh dark night, do you hear me? Oh Lord Indra, do you hear me? Oh Ma Shamshan Kali, do you hear me? Oh Lord Indra, bring down rain. Sweep everything away. In a wild rush of water, let the world be swept away. Let me be swept away. To freedom, to healing. O Lord Indra, bring down rain. Oh Lord, who is beating the drum? No one was supposed to be out tonight. Oh Lord, what's wrong? What's wrong?
The slave is on the run. The slave is trying to escape.
Catch him! Catch him! He will not escape!
Oh, Ma Shamshan Kali, the whole village is out. No one was supposed to be out tonight. I cannot let them see me naked. The villagers have now desecrated the puja. It's all gone to waste. All my efforts, all my pains.
Stone him!
Stone him! Stone him!
Aajir you! Yes, Aajir you! Bonded you! Oh, bonded you! No release for you! Oh, Aajir you! Just bonds for you! Oh, Aajir you!
No life for you, no wife for you, no love for you, no son for you.
You question none and wish for none. No freedom, thoughts, or any fun.
You are a slave from birth, a slave from birth forever.
You want this world? It's not for you. Banjaran is not for you.
Your destiny is that Aajir's born, Babu Shundri is your God.
What love? Fight for family feast? You are just a maimed beast!
Your destiny is that Aajir's born and Babu Chandri is your God.
Aajir you! Yes, Aajir you! Bonded you! Oh, bonded you!
Why don't you let me go? The Banjaran? The Banjaran is not for... Wait, how did you know about it? I was hiding when I went to see her. No one knew.
Your Sahib's wife, the mistress of this house, the great Rajo Sahiba, she set us on you. She said that Mukti is on the run.
Oh no, you witch! I looked up to you as mother. You betrayed me. You sent these men after me.
Babu
Shundri is your God! Babu Shundri is your God!
Babu Sahib, he is a slave.
You coward. So you were trying to run away? Don't you know me? Babu Shundri is your God. He owns the entire village. Yes, Babu Shundri owns your Aajir's bond, your past, and your future generation. You will remain a slave forever. Your destiny is in my hands. Your life is in my hands. You can never escape. And my dogs here will hunt you down and tear you apart into pieces with one signal. Bastard. You. It's all because of you. You sympathize with him. You let him get away with lot. You have a soft corner for him, no? Now I order you to punish him. Set a punishment so severe that it becomes an example for any Aajir who even dreams to dare of escaping. So heart-wrenching that this son of a bitch remembers as long as he lives.
I want to run away. I want to see the world. I want to live my life. And I want to hold my son in my arms.
But I respected you as a mother.
I burn with craving. I long for loving agony. Then I see you and I go crazy with love. Let's run away. The world is enormous. You tie him up with ropes and drag him to my house. I'll keep him tied to the post in the yard and whip him with the whip that I bought for the horses. I would love to see his blood run down his strong body and into the dust. And then I'll adorn these hands red with his blood and go to sleep peacefully tonight. What were you thinking? You could run away from Babu Shunri? From me? Take him away! Drag him!
Now that's more like my wife.
Bring him!
This land is parched by drought. Lives have been scorched by famine. The homes are torn by scarcity. Villagers are scrambling to survive.
There hasn't been plenty for ages, and there hasn't been any sacrifice. No slaughtered buffalo on the table, no pig, no meat on a platter.
Our palates are thirsty for some blood to quench our hunger and passion flood. We want to see some Aajir's blood to flow from his body into the mud.
Aajir's blood, Aajir's blood. We love to see the Aajir's blood. Whipped all night, tied to the post, till his skin leaves his bones.
The crisscross of the whip across his chest, the oozing blood, the bones, and the flesh. The slave will be made!
Will be made! Aajir's blood! Aajir's blood! We love to see some Aajir's blood!
Fill the wells with magic water like the sky with lightning. Quench the thirst of dying frogs, the famine has been fighting. Let our sorrows drown away, make the raindrops dance. Bring this plenty once again, make the children laugh.
Mukti, can you hear me?
Go away from here. I don't want to talk to you. I won't talk to you.
You're bleeding all over. The flesh is coming off of your bones. You must be hurting so much. It hurts me to see you like this. Believe me, I haven't slept a wink since this happened. And I've been fasting last 2 days since I had you beaten up.
Why?
In repentance. In repentance, my dear Mukti. Don't you realize I love you? You are my life, my love, my hope, and maybe even the death of me. How could I let you run away? No, I could not let you run away. My only hope would have died without you.
I don't understand what you are saying. The thunder is roaring in my ears, and the lightning is tearing the sky apart. In this ominous night of dark clouds and torrential rains, why are you here?
To take you away.
Where? It's a terrible night. One of those nights when my forefathers cry out to me, Mukti, free us! Mukti, free us! possessed. Fire of anger has consumed me. Rage is flowing in my blood. Go away from here.
But I'm here to take you away.
Where?
The world is enormous. Didn't you say that?
On a night like this, even the gods sigh. Only witches and monsters roam around freely. Why have you come here? Who are you? Fully adorned with jewelry. Your hair is shining like the silk. Lips are red just like the devil's eyes. Smell like honey and flowers. What are you up to? Wasn't all this jewelry kept locked up in Sahib's safe? How did you get it? And why? You're a mother to me. But when you come to me dressed up like this, you are no longer a mother to me. My blood rose and you drive me towards hell.
Come with me, Mukti.
Come, but where can I go? Is there a place without you? Without Sahib? Without villagers? Without the Aajir's bond? Is there a place where the drought-inflicted people don't dance in a glee at the sight of a slave's blood? No, I won't go anywhere. I would just do what my forefathers did. There, can you hear them? All of them crying for water, hungry for a handful of rice. Hey, you bastards haunting the village streets. Why are you so thirsty? Weren't you born in the lap of famine? And didn't you die in its lap? You thought you defeated misery by selling yourselves? Then how come are you still thirsty? No, I won't marry. I won't carry on the lineage of slaves. You hapless man, Golakura! You sold yourself for a measly 300 coins and left generations enslaved for life. I'll bring an end to your line. There's no debt to the slave's bond. I'll finish it off with my own death.
Mukti, I did not come here to drag you to damnation. I came here to set you free. I have to set you free.
What about Sahib?
He's not home. They've all gone to Paro's house to celebrate the meal. When his bodily thirst has been quenched. I stole his keys. I got everything from his safe box. His jewelry, his coins, and your Aajir's gone. It's all in the shawl.
Do you have it with you? No, Aajir's gone.
I didn't have time to check, but I made sure that I picked up all the papers from his safe. Come with me. Come with me. If the patron sees us and informs them, they will slaughter us like buffaloes. Mukti, come with me.
I'll come with you wherever you take me.
Let's go to the field of Manik Babu. We'll hide there all night. I'll give you everything there. Tomorrow morning, we'll go to the next village and the next village. And to freedom, they will never catch us again. Come, Mukti, come. Mukti, can we stop for a minute? I'm tired. My feet are hurting walking on these jagged stones. I'm also very thirsty. Can you look for some water, please?
Please give me my Aajir's bond.
There's no Aajir's bond.
What do you mean?
Look for yourself. There's no Aajir's bond. It must have turned to dust in the shawl where it was. There is no bond.
That's a lie! You left the bond to deceive me again! You betrayed me again, you bitch! You bitch!
Mukti, there is no bond to bind you. There is no bond. You're a free man. The bond turned to dust. It has turned to dust. How can I deceive you? I love you. Don't you feel the passion burning in me to be one with you? Don't you realize I have taken the biggest risk of my life? I have dared to leave your Sahib behind. Do I have to justify my love for you now? Look at me, Mufti. Where would you hope to find a woman as sultry as me? And so much in love with you. Mufti.
You drag me down to damnation and then you don't give me my bond? Where's my bond? Where's my bond? Where's my bond? Give me the bond! Give me the... Where's my bond? Give me the bond, you bitch! Where's my bond? Oh my God! Give me the bond! Where's my bond? Where are the keys? Who's there? Who's there?
What love, wife, and family is this? You are a
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? A slave can have everything! Once he tears the Aajir's sword into pieces, he can have everything! He can be free!
Here he is!
Here he is! They have caught your slave, Sahib.
There you are, scoundrel. You are trying to escape? Huh? An Aajir can never escape an Aajir's born. Where is Rajjo? Where is Rajjo? I saw her coming behind you. What did you do to her? Speak up! Speak up, you rascal! Where is Rajjo? Rajjo! 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 No! You couldn't have killed her. Rajjo! 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 You have killed her. She is dead.
Why didn't she give me my Aajir's bond?
How could she? I have not seen it. My father has not seen it. It must have turned into dust in this shawl where it is kept once upon a time.
So there was no Aajir's bond after all?
No, there wasn't. So what?
It was never there.
Never.
Come, bind me, do whatever you like to do with me. Ah! So there was no Aajir's bond after all. But I imagined there was. I remained as a slave in my mind.
But I'll not let you go free so easily. You've killed my wife. I'll get you arrested and rot in jail for your life. And that I will.
Like everyone else in the world, I was a free man. I did not know. This luscious woman was for me. But I did not know. What are you waiting for? Go get me arrested. The police station's quite far from here.
I will not let this bastard go free so easily. He will remain a slave forever. But I must say that he has done me a favor. A favor by killing my wife so that I don't have to deal with this two-timing bitch. And now I'm free. Free to buy me another wife who can at least give me a son. This dumb woman gave me nothing but grief. She mocked me. Me, Babu Shunri the Great. She wanted to be free. Free. And now she will be free. In heaven. And this fucking slave will remain a slave forever. Aajir's bond or not, I will make sure that you remain a slave for your life from one side to another. No emancipation for you. Never. Never. Let's go. Get the police to lock him up. He killed my wife. And you all saw that, right? Yes. Let's go get the police. Let's go.
Like everyone else in the world, I was a free man. But I did not know. To the world, she was a free woman. But she did not know either. You're not dead? I thought I killed you. So did Sahib and everyone else. They've gone to lock me up for life in prison. But now that you're not dead, they cannot lock me up. I'm free now. Truly, I'm free now.
No, I'm not dead. I was pretending to be dead to free myself of that son of a bitch, Shunri. He thinks I'm worthless because I couldn't give him a child. The truth is, he could not give me a child, or any woman a child. He is worthless, an incomplete man. He's not even a man. He beats his wives, beats his slaves, starves them for food and water, steals from the villagers, buys his wife to cover his impotency, and then uses that whore for physical satisfaction. They say a woman who can't bear a child is incomplete, but no one questions or challenges a man for his impotency. They say a prostitute who does not have a husband is incomplete, deserves no respect, but the belief stays that it's her naked, filthy body and her prayers that brings down rain to the barren land. I too had dreams of marrying a man who could love me. I too wanted to have a child with a man of my choice. And I could have. I am not barren.
All along, I was a slave of my thinking.
I never had the courage to break free.
I was bonded only because I imagined there was a bond.
I was bonded because I was afraid to challenge Shuni's power.
I could have married a woman of my dreams and have a family of my own.
I could have had a child from any man of my choice, but I never once questioned my circumstances.
I'm not afraid anymore.
I don't feel fear anymore.
To question is liberating.
To challenge my fear is liberating.
I am a free man.
I am a complete woman.
Free at last.
Free at last. Free at last.
I alone did not know.
Why did I not know?
all for coming. My name is Manoj Tiwari. This project has been very special to me. It's been kind of a project that I always wanted to do, a dream project, where I could bring in all the elements of a drama, of a play. And I hope we could do the justice that we wanted to do with this play. Thank you all. I have been trying to acknowledge certain people in my life who have contributed towards all of my performances in theaters and things. Today I would like to acknowledge all those people who work backstage tirelessly for hours and days and hours and days. I want to recognize all those people who have spent so many days here bringing this project to a fruition. And thank you all. I really am thankful from the bottom of my heart. They don't get recognized very often because you don't see them, but they are the ones who make the play. Without them, a play will be incomplete. Actually, it will never happen if you ask me. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for making it a reality. I appreciate it, you all. Thank you for coming here tonight and appreciate your support. Thank you very much.